Hello, and welcome to the final episode of Let's Play Return to Zork. Last time, we'd found the missing ingredient to our potion of invisibility, and received a personal invitation from Morpheus to confront him at his citadel for a final battle of wits. So, let's turn the lights back on and get to it. Now, let's see. We've been on pretty much every screen we can see. We don't have any more dead ends left except for that strange screen near the Cliffs of Depression. But last time we found these ancient ruins. So, we've got 7 statues here. But we can't really seem to do anything with them. And this trencher in the center that we also can't seem to do anything with. When we try to push a button, it simply says that the trencher is empty. Well, it's nice and round, and we're carrying a nice round disc. So let's plop it in the tray. Fits perfectly. So, let's see what happens when we push the button. Alright, well, the button apparently makes these statues wildly gyrate. Well, we don't really have any other puzzles to distract ourselves with right now, so let's head straight to West Shanbar and check out the mayor's filing cabinet. There's gotta be a hint in here somewhere. I don't see anything in here that would, help us. But we have a file here on Muses. The sculpture garden built around 966 GUE is a shrine to the 6 ancient muses of the arts. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce those names. Although it is not known which muses are associated with what art, many believe that the following odd verse is somehow germane. Bog down, not with your staff, but return to throw, lest the vessel of sight miss your boxing helmet and your brilliant defense to hit you in the orb kicker. The 7th kneeling figure is not believed to be one of the original muses and is simply known as Lib, the catcher. Well, that appears to be the entire article. So, what do we do with that information? It does seem relevant. The ancient ruins did have 7 statues, with one of them kneeling. But that strange verse... Alright. Well, let's think about it. Bog down, not with your staff, but return to throw. Oh, it sounds like some of our inventory items. We used the walking stick, Wichita's staff, in the creeping bogs. So let's put that on the first statue. And return to throw, we threw our return talon to make the double rope bridge to get here. So we'll put that on the second statue here. Lest the vessel of sight. That's a little more obscure. We'll come back to that one in a second, I guess. And then we've got this one. Miss your boxing helmet. Well, I don't know what a boxing helmet, but we've got a helmet. And a box. Miss your brilliant defense. Well, we only have one item that could be construed as defensive, and that's this shield. Not sure how effective it would be, but there we go. To hit you in the orb kicker. Well, if you'll remember, that statue on the right, when we hit the button, was kicking. So if we give it the tele-orb, we still have this statue left. Now, there's really only one thing we could construe as the vessel of sight, and that would be the thermos. It carried the milk for us through the whispering woods, allowing us to see our way through. Alright, I think that's it. Let's see what happens. That was kind of Rube Goldbergian. But, alright. We have a reforged Froboz's disc. Let's take it to Morpheus. Before we do, though, let's, pick up all of our swag. You never know when you're going to need it all in a final assault on Morpheus's Citadel. Alright. Let's head to that strange screen next to the Cliffs of Depression. Our path has always been blocked here by some kind of invisible wall, so this has got to be the Wall of Illusion. Let's give the flying disc a toss. There it is. Morpheus's Citadel. And we're at the Citadel of Zork now. Well, let's see. You got a gate here. We can knock. You know it won't work. We must first bow to the hand of Morpheus. Well, I'm not gonna bow to Morpheus, but, I'll certainly bow him. Finally, these bow and arrows come in handy. And we'll head inside. Okay, before we start messing with any orcs, we should probably save. Alright, well, I know how to deal with this one. Most obvious solution. Kick him in the shins. Can't you see you're orking up the wrong tree? You'll notice that we also have some unique death music here. Alright, well, Kicking him, obviously, wasn't the correct solution. But we've got an enchanted sword, so let's swing up. Or down? That didn't do anything. Alright, well, he doesn't seem to be affected by our swings, so let's just strike him. And I guess we're not very comfortable fighting orcs. Well, I guess we are orking up the wrong tree. As much as we might want it to be, violence isn't the solution here. We're going to have to think of something a little more clever. Well, he is an orc. And we went through a lot of effort to create a potion of invisibility, so I wonder if we could just take a drink of it right in front of him and walk past him. It's worth a shot. I guess that only seemed to annoy him. But he can still sense our presence. I guess we just smell bad. Alright, well, if you'll remember, we read in the mayor's filing cabinet a while ago that orcs are gullible enough to believe in invisible hellhounds. And we just so happen to have bumped into a hellhound throughout the game. Alexis. He didn't look very frightened. It looked like he was going out for a lunch break. Alright. Now we're visible again. Since we've gotten past the orc, I think it'd be prudent for us to save. And let's see what's on the other side of the bridge. Morpheus's favorite. Crispy critter heavily fried in deep oil. Yeah. What happened there? Apparently the bridge sunk? It's not completely obvious. We can't do anything with the Citadel Bridge directly. I think this is, by far, one of the most obscure puzzles in the game. There are no hints or clues for it anywhere, not even in the death message. So what do we do here? Welp. We throw stuff at it. And that is the only clue. Continue downloading inventory. When we throw our items here, instead of just falling to our feet like everything else, it just, disappears. I guess it falls into the boiling oil. And as you can see, the bridge is starting to fall. So we just have to keep pitching everything we're carrying at it. Maybe we shouldn't have picked everything back up at the forge, at the ancient ruins. We would have had fewer things to throw. But there is a 10-item minimum. You have to be carrying at least 10 items here for the bridge to properly sink. But on the other hand, you still have to throw everything you're carrying at the bridge before you're allowed to cross. You can actually get stuck here if you really try. Throw everything but one item at the bridge and then go throw the last item in the incinerator back in town, in East Shanbar. you'll never be able to raise the bridge because, well, that last inventory item's gone. And the bridge is still convinced, still waiting for you to throw that last item. Well, we're about done throwing things. And we're told the Citadel Bridge is now safe for crossing. It's completely re-risen on the other side, so I think it'd be a good idea to save before we see what's on the other side.
Welcome to my gallery. Perhaps you know some of my collection. This is my research laboratory, and these are my subjects. I have studied them all, and have taken the best from each. From you, I will take strategy. We will play survivor. You may play the wizard Trimbile's role. I will play Canuck. Your move.
Uh-oh. That's not good. If you'll remember, last time we played Survivor, we were Canuck. When we played with, Mudok. Looks like some of our friends have been turned into statues here. Wichita, Rebecca, Rupert, the holy woman at the Temple of Belnair. Oh boy. Well, if you remember, the wizard moves like a knight in chess, and every time he moves, it leaves a pit. The objective of the game is to turn every square into a pit, so Canuck's next move has to be in a pit. Which means the wizard has to visit every square on the board, except one.
I missed that.
Much like Mudok, Morpheus's comments actually mean nothing. So, you'll notice we have the option to forfeit when we put our cursor over Morpheus's piece. But we're not going to do that.
I think your time is up. Do you give up?
Now, we're kind of stuck here. Morpheus is blocking our only available move, and this is where Ms. Peepers' advice saves the game. If we hadn't shown Ms. Peepers,
I think your time is
Mudok's picture, we couldn't have passed there at the bottom. Wouldn't have let us. We would have been forced to lose. So, since the wizard can pass, it's possible to win now. But it's still very, very easy to trap yourself as the wizard.
clever.
In fact, I am kind of counting on it. This has taken a little longer than I thought.
I'll remember that. Good move. I'll remember that.
And again, we just have to pass and wait for Morpheus to take his time thinking. Now, if you know the right moves, it is actually impossible to lose here as the wizard, because you can just pass every time until you can make the appropriate move. So, this time it's the reverse of the game we had played with Mudok. When the wizard can't pass, it's very easy for him to lose. He can just be boxed in by Canuck in the final moves of the game. But once you know how to pass, you can't lose. And I still can't believe I haven't boxed myself in yet.
cornered. Clever.
Alright, it looks like I'm getting close to losing this one.
I think you are in trouble now.
Wait a minute. No, actually, we're going to win this one. Just have to
Very interesting.
make Morpheus move from that tile. And we're done. Well, this was unexpected. And that's why passing is necessary in the final moves, no matter what. Cannot can block you, and if you can't pass, you lose.
Good move. I'll remember that.
And we're done.
You cheated. Blast! I never lose! I never lose! Master strategist. You have to teach me the finer points of Survivor.
Well, that's it for the game, but not for this LP. Next time we'll take a look at some glitches in the game and how we can get away with murder and still win. And then we'll take a minute to see how quickly we can beat this game now that we know everything about every puzzle. Oh, and we missed 2 points there. Jeez, I wonder where those were. Alright, well, see you next time.